Hey, everyone watching. Jim Fisher here, founder of Juicebox. Have an opportunity here with one of our clients, Jesse, to hear a little bit about his experience in hopes that it might help you in your journey as an insurance agent. So thanks for joining us, Jesse.
Yeah, happy to be here, Jim. Thanks for the invite.
Awesome. So Jesse, could you just start out by telling us like who you are, where you're from, and what you do?
Yeah, so my name is Jesse Abshire, and my wife and I have a financial services agency in Reno, Nevada. My history is, I came into insurance from medicine, and we just got into it to kind of help people to see if we could solve problems, and so far it's been awesome.
Yeah, it's great. And how long you been an agent?
So we've actually, my wife kind of beat me to it. So she's been an agent about 3 years, and I've been an agent for about a year, but also about 10 years of financial experience before that with microeconomics and finance.
Awesome. And so what made you start working with Juicebox? Like what was business like and why did you ultimately decide to work with Juicebox?
I think this is the ultimate question. So we were doing a lot of like Facebook advertising, and it wasn't really cost effective, and it was a lot of legwork. Also, just like a lot of like word to mouth, and it wasn't it wasn't really helping our business grow the way that we wanted to. So we just got to a point where we started just searching for like lead generation. We stumbled on like buying leads or like mailers. Wasn't a big fan of that. And then we found Juicebox, and it was the first company that we've ever found that offered this like guarantee where it's like, we will help you, we will train you, and if it doesn't work, we're still going to help you try to get your money back. And that's actually kind of how I sold my wife on it, where she was like, wow, this is going to be a lot of money. I was like, yeah, but it's guaranteed. Like, why don't we just try it and see if it worked? And since then, I mean, I'm super happy with Juicebox's services because we get all of these clients that come to us, well, that are informed and like ready to like take this journey and potentially make a decision through an expert like, ourselves. And that alone has cut down the time that it takes to like speak to a client, to, solve some problems, and to get a client to close and get into a product.
And what would you what's some of the highlights as it relates to like the approach that we take at Juicebox from like the sales process, the system and tools? How's that? Because we were talking a little bit before. I think you had about, I don't know, 25,000 or so in pending in your underwriting and a few more deals and planning and presenting. What has been your experience with kind of the approach? Is it different? How does it compare to what you were doing before?
Well, in general, it's very different, simply because the CRM is set up in a very specific sequence. As far as like new prospects or new clients coming in, the sequence is built on Juicebox's training, like their sales academy. And I also really enjoy the automation, where it's like if a client comes in and I'm busy, say like with another client, the system will send out a text message like, hey, congrats that you're here. We're happy that you took the survey. Let's schedule an appointment. That I think that just like helps the client or prospect like stay engaged. And then I can call them. I like, I've learned a lot through the sales strategies. Also just like how to work through certain like problems that people have, and to make sure that they're able and feeling safe to move on to the next step. And then again, the process, like there's certain stages of, presenting, of, the tools that are provided to present this information to clients that I appreciate. And now that I'm getting more efficient at them, which is what we talked about earlier, it just saves my time, because what used to take me 2 hours to get prepared for a client, I can do in, 20, 30 minutes. And, previously we spoke about, I did it live with a client on the phone and sent them screenshots of like some estimated numbers to to help them build that into their budget and see if that was going to be something that would be useful for them.
That's awesome. So what would you say, someone who might be watching this video with you, who, were maybe try running ads, trying to do just putting out social media content, even just closing a warm market. I know for you, it's like some of those people in underwriting, are you taking this sales system and approach and applying it to, existing referrals and able to win business that you weren't closing before? What would you say to somebody who's in that situation and maybe they're looking for a solution, or maybe even they're considering Juicebox? What would you tell them?
And I think I've actually told a few people this already, but it's like, if you're actively looking for some type of like lead generation company or to hire a marketing company, no other marketing company that I found actually seems to invest into their clients. Like Juicebox provides all of this training. They do weekly sales training. They do weekly technology training to make sure you can understand their system. There's hundreds of videos and hours of learning materials that you can find, and it's all guaranteed. So like, if you follow the process, then they're with you until you get your money back plus some. And I'll say this, like, we're almost 2 months into the 90-day kind of trial period. And like you said, we have 25,000 in underwriting right now. Super happy about Juicebox. So again, if someone's ever thought about this, like, absolutely try it, because there's no other company that's going to offer you a guarantee to make sure that you're successful.
Love it. I appreciate it. Thanks so much. And we look forward to, what the rest of the year looks like for you and Jordan, and how you guys are able to increase your impact and your income. Thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah. Thank you, Jim. We'll talk next time.
See you.
Later.